Rylan Griffen is still figuring out where he's going to play college basketball next season. Last we had heard,
What's happening with my guy, G?
last we had heard Kentucky was going to host him for a visit, and then Kentucky snuck in and stole Denzel Aberdeen in the middle of the night and no longer welcomed him on a visit. So that's a weird development. We kind of talked about how we didn't love that. I would have waited out Ryland Griffen, but I'm not Mark Pope. Let's move on. Here's why we're talking about Ryland Griffen today. He has scheduled a visit that is taking place today on Friday, April 25th, to his former program. Ryland Griffen is visiting Alabama, where he played 2 seasons and
Oh,
was a huge member of their Final Four team under Nate Oates, who is still the head coach at Alabama. Pretty unprecedented move, in my opinion. What the hell is going on with this visit?
can I do my Nate Oates impression on when Rylan Griffin comes back in his office?
Oh, are we going to role play? I'd love to.
No, you can't be Rylan.
Oh,
It's too much. There's too much cross contamination there because you're the biggest Rylan Griffin fan in college basketball history.
I shoot.
You just should. Okay, I'm gonna be Nate Oates here. Can I get a little knock noise from you that you're knocking on my door? Well, well, well. If it isn't one of my favorite former players, Rylan Griffin, how you doing? Stopping by? Oh, you
Stop.
want to come? You want to come back? But you left. You didn't like Bill? Mark didn't want you? Okay, I like you. I always liked you. So I'll bring you back. I'll bring you back. Prefer walk on. You'll earn your scholarship because you left. You left us after we had a great year. And that was rude, Rylan. That was rude.
You said that was some sassiness. Little zest.
You've seen the Blazers he's wear. He's got a little something.
Sure. So, okay. Do you actually think that Nate Oates should take some approach like that? Or are you doing this for just pure comedy?
Pure comedy. Also, I'm petty as hell too. But at a certain point, I do want to have a conversation on why, like for all my Fresh Prince of Bel-Air fans out there, this is like when Will was crying in Uncle Phil's living room, talking about, how come he don't want me, man? Like no one wants Rylan Griffin.
Can I?
Like
Okay. Well, now you're just on a heater right now. Can I get 45 seconds of you in that scene?
I don't give a damn about him. I'm gonna be a better father than him. I'm gonna get a better job than him. I'm gonna be better than he ever was. To hell with him. How come he don't want me, man?
It's a great scene.
It's a great scene. It's an emotional one.
It's a great scene. Are you crying?
A little bit.
A tiny little bit. That's a good segue, Cart, because when you say a little bit, that's how much Rylan Griffen has helped every team he's ever been on. Just a little bit. Not a lot. And if it was a lot, one of his coaches would have wanted him to stay this entire time. It doesn't appear that that's happened yet. I'm not sure it ever will. And I'll be completely honest with you, I'm not sure why because you mentioned I am the biggest Ryland Griffen fan on the planet. Last year was a tough year for me on that front because he just didn't do well at Kansas. He didn't earn big opportunities, 6 points a game, 34% from three. He started 20 of 33 games, only played 20 minutes a game. AJ Storr kind of got the headlines of like underwhelming transfer. Ryland Griffen belonged in the same bucket. He was supposed to be a dead eye shooter that didn't make his shots last year at Kansas. And I don't really know what's there anymore. We interrupt this sleepers video to tell you about an offer from Underdog Fantasy. Cart, you love Underdog Fantasy, correct?
Of course I do. Can I have a moment real quick?
Please. Thank you for that. In fact, I'm going to cut you off because our listeners like when we keep these short and sweet. Underdog Fantasy. Sign up as a new user. Use promo code SLEEPERS. Get bonus funds up to $1,000, 50% of your deposit match. The NBA playoffs are rocking right now. I played Underdog last week with a Cade Cunningham line. I'm looking forward to doing it throughout the entire first round of the NBA playoffs, but there's more. You can place picks on golf. You can place picks on baseball. You can place picks on the NHL playoffs that are rocking right now. Join Underdog Fantasy, promo code Sleepers. Support this show so that we can keep bringing videos to you. Back to the video. Because I watch him. I still think he's one of the best shooters in the country. But on his career now, he's only shooting 35% from three. He doesn't really do anything else. It's not like he's out there to create. I think he's a fine defender, but he's not a great one. And he's small. He's 6'5", 180 pounds. You want to play him at the three. You don't really want to play him at the two. That's small to be defending small forwards in a big league. So, like, what is there at this point? Do you still believe there is like a starter on a championship team here from Rylan, or are we stretching?
It depends what he is as a starter on that team, right? Because I think, and I got to think back to what it was, but wasn't part of him leaving Bama's because he wanted to have a little bit more of a role? Like he didn't just want to be like a spot up shoot defense guy.
That was sort of the pitch, but I don't know.
Yeah, well, that pitch was outside the strike zone. Ball one. Time to throw something back in the strike zone. I think if he's like your fifth guy, who's a you can hope can knock down some shots and is a good defender, then you feel good about that. It's just anytime you ask him to do more than that, I think it's gonna be a disaster. But part of the disaster was that he wasn't able to do the thing he's supposed to do last year with Kansas.
Yeah. No, it's true. It's true.
But if he does that, and I would actually bank on him doing that, like him knocking down shots, you feel good about it.
Was it his fault? There's a lot going
Yes.
on in that Kansas locker room. Was
I
it
think
Rylan
yes.
Griffin's fault?
I think yes.
Okay. So we do got to like point some fingers at ourselves here.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, do you think Nate Oates actually is going to full go try and get him back?
I will say this in Ryland Griffin's defense, I guess. I've been a little bit underwhelmed overall with what Bam was brought in. So like Ryland Griffen actually would be a pretty good ad, like especially if they don't get coward.
Yeah. Do you think like is the role he always wanted there for him now when he comes back to Bama?
Yeah.
Is that a good thing for Bama?
TBD. TBD.
Okay.
TBD. If I'm Bama, I'm putting all my focus in. I want to get Cedric Coward before Ryland Griffen would be my last. Like that's a good last ditch.
Why not get both?
Is that possible?
I would think so, but I guess I don't know.
If it is, then yeah, do that.
Yeah. Okay. Um, you said correctly, I'm Rylan Griffin's biggest fan. So I say this sentence as Rylan Griffin's biggest fan. If I was Nate Oates, I wouldn't touch this.
Hmm.
Move on.
Move on.
This guy chose elsewhere already. He underwhelmed in that spot. It's not like he was a stud for you ever. He was a guy that you thought could get better, but hadn't yet. And in his 1 year away, he didn't. I think you can find better at this point than going back to your sloppy seconds with Ryland Griffen.
I agree.
We'll see what happens. But what do you think they're going to do on the visit? I forgot about that part. Like he's lived there. What's the visit?
Oh damn, they moved this? Man, that used to be my favorite spot back when I went here. He's gonna be over there like it's alumni weekend.
Yeah, like are they going to be? Is this like grind week? Like are they going to show him tape of himself?
He's gonna take a visit with other recruits who haven't been there, and he's just gonna be like chiming in like backseat driving, like, yeah, they're right. This place does go up on Tuesdays.
It's really nice. Yeah,
It
so
is.
like, hey, so you see how like right here we had you standing in the corner for Brandon Miller? You're Brandon Miller. Like that's the film they show, you know? It's a mess, man. I can't believe
Oh,
it's happening.
oh man, no way, Oates, no way.
I love the portal.